Hello, folks, and welcome back to the Marketing and Business Show. So it is podcast time. Myself and Alex are here. I am coming into you from lovely autumnal Sligo on the west coast of Ireland. Alex is coming into you from a lovely autumnal Pelbishire in Scotland. Is that right?
Peebleshire.
The borders?
Peebleshire. Peebleshire, yeah, Scottish borders.
Peebleshire.
It's cold. It's
Very
getting
good. A
cold.
bit of
It's like
balls of that. So,
10 past 4 and it's like already going dark. So winter is coming, as they say.
it's bright here, but the sun will set in the east, so you'll get dark quicker than here.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. There's a bit of fact of the day for you folks. But Alex, how are you doing? How is all? How is all in business? All going well, I hope.
Yeah, good, mate. Busy as ever, as I like to say on this podcast, in a good way. We've been up to some different things this last week or so. And I guess that's what we're going to talk about in this podcast, right?
Absolutely, yeah, I think so. We've had a complete, I don't want to say shift, but well, maybe it is a shift. It's a shift in delivery anyway of our content. Now, Alex, do you want to sort of explain why we've made this shift and what am I talking about? Because people probably aren't sure.
Yeah, so as you guys might be aware or might not be, myself and Peter work with a number of different students, helping them start and grow Amazon businesses using the private label business model, which is basically where you go on Amazon, you find product opportunities, places where you can make a better product offer in the market. You go and get that product manufactured in, say, the Middle East or in China, and then you bring it in, you slap your own brand on it, well, you put your own brand on it, your own barcode, and you sell it in the market. That's private labeling in the most simplest form. And to get more people, or to help more people, should I say, we decided to run a 5-day challenge, which is something we've never done before. And what we did was we invited people to join a private Facebook group. And then over the course of the week, which we're currently in right now, we are delivering a ton of free training, a ton of live Q&A sessions, just literally going crazy with the content and helping people in helping them find their first product. And we did this on a whim, didn't we? We didn't really have much planning behind it. We found an old training course. Well, I found an old training course from somebody I used to work with, actually, who specializes in making these challenges. And we followed that training, and this guy was like, "It probably take you about 3 weeks to build this challenge."
Yeah, I love this. 3 weeks.
And we just built it in 3 days.
A whole lot. Everything. It's like, here, Peter, we just need a website. Grand. I'm like, I actually need an email copy. Grand. I was like, here, I'll just plug it in, check all the links. Okay, let's grab this. It was literally like, everything should take a long time. We just did it in 3 days.
Yeah, the definition of like jumping off the building and building it up, as you're going down kind of thing. That was literally what we've done with this. But, I think next time around it's going to be way better once we have this all systematized, which is like something we're working on at the minute on this. But it's been quite a clunky process. Like there's been so many moving parts to it, but it's been a success so far.
Yes, there hasn't been many mistakes, Alex.
No, I think we've just been following this process that's laid out in this training. And there's about 40 people in this private Facebook group who all want to learn about finding their first product on Amazon. So every single day there's a training that goes out in the morning and it all builds upon the foundations of how to find products. And then in the evening, me and Peter jump on at 7:00 in the evening and we answer questions based on that day's training. And we've had a lot of engagement in the group, a lot of people super keen to learn how all this stuff works and want to get started. So I'm really, really excited for it.
Yeah, it's really cool as well. Like you just see all the people's stories. Like, so some people in the group, they actually have an Amazon business running. There's actually a case, I think it's a father and daughter, and they started this back in August, and now they're already doing like £1,500 a month or something like that. So that's literally in the space of 2 months. Like amazing. There's people that are doing wholesale, which is like a completely different business model, but they want to transition to private label. And again, you're like, wow, like fair play, like you are action takers. And then there's people in there that have never done this before, but they want to do it. And myself and Alex, we love it because it's actually so cool to be on streams when, there's a good quantity of people on it and they're asking questions. Like there's nothing worse than being on a live stream or something like that. And you're like, does anyone need help? And it's like, like silence. But I love when there's like comments coming and, it's just, we like that engagement. So as well as that, like for that, because that happens, we're able to actually tailor everything to make sure it kind of suits the folks in the group. Like we want this to work for people. We want people at the end of this to either have their first product or at least have the skills to find their first product to sell on Amazon, right? And if anything else, just to inspire people that this is possible. And I think
Yeah.
we've already done that, Alex. I think that has been achieved.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the people in the group, like, I think they're all quite buzzing and stoked on what we've taught them so far and just shown them the possibility of what can be done. I mean, what was the example we gave last night? I think we showed a couple of examples, one of which was your new Pico store, which was started in July. And that was like 2 or 3 months ago now. And I think what's that business up to now? About 60 grand in sales or something?
Yeah, that started in the 4th of July. I think I mentioned the podcast before. It's the 4th of July. And so basically, July, August, middle of September, that's done near shy £50,000, right? A lot of the products are kind of out of stock now and have to reorder and all that. But that was from scratch, like. So again, that also reinforces like this myth out there that we've seen people say like that Amazon is saturated and there's no more opportunity. There is huge amounts of opportunity. You just need to know how to find it and then how to capitalize on that potential opportunity.
Yeah. It's been a fun process so far. Absolutely loving it. Absolutely loving it. I mean, I think it's more just helping people and showing them like the possibility of this, because like I think we've been selling on Amazon now for combined 18 years, something like that.
Long time.
So it's quite a long time. I mean, not so much between us. I think between it's like 7 or 8 years each or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So we've learned a lot in that time, and it's nice to pass the baton down and teach the people what we know. And I really enjoy teaching. I think it's quite cool.
I even think. Sorry, go on.
No, carry on.
Sorry, the lag sometimes. This is this minute lag, but it just throws us off. And I hate to feel like I'm just jumping across someone, but no. What I've seen as well, like when you're teaching something, it really hones your craft. Like, so before we started like teaching people proper how to do this, we were working with brands one-on-one, and that was grand. But in the last 8-10 months, we've started working with people much more like individually, like on a much larger scale. But we've got better as Amazon sellers. I would completely argue like we've really improved. We have learned how to find product opportunities much quicker and find new opportunities that we perhaps wouldn't have found before. And we've also like started building a lot of systems and processes to actually grow these brands, because folks, brands and businesses and products succeed on Amazon, like it isn't a fluke. Like obviously there's some, I don't want to say luck, but there's some, no one knows for certain a product's going to do well, but you can be fairly sure it's going to do pretty well. And we're figuring out, and we've learned and we've proven a lot of different models for achieving that. And that's why I can much more confidently say to people like, that's a good product, invest in it. Or, I like that, but maybe did you consider this, or how this is how I'd make it better. And that's only come about by working with people on the level that myself and Alex are working with people on, and what we're doing with Inside This Challenge. Like,
yeah. I mean, it's been a lot of work. Don't get me wrong, but I feel next time round we launch it, like we've got 30, 40 people in it now, so it's quite small on the grand scale of things. Yeah. But what we want to do next time is like really almost like 10x that. So have like a few hundred people in the group. So the atmosphere is completely different. The energy is buzzing, and we can help even more people on a bigger scale. So that'd be really interesting to see how that goes.
That'll be the game plan. Like, as I said, the more people in it as well, it's people would say, oh, it's not necessarily better for the people in the challenge, but in some ways it is, because it means that, because everyone has the same questions. That's what we've discovered. Like, I've often been on different Facebook groups and things like that, and someone asks a question, I'm like, I was thinking that, but now they've asked it for me. So it's the same thing in these challenges, right? So the more people we have in it, the kind of like, they all help each other and they become part of that community. And that's kind of the game plan. So we're really enjoying doing this. Yeah. 3 weeks work in 3 days, and we're still at it, but it's pretty psyched. And I think, go on.
I mean,
Alex, you were going to say something.
I mean, the good thing about what we've done now is, so we've got this challenge framework all set up, but we will have after it's finished. And then the next time we run it, it will literally be plug and play. So we don't have to go through this whole process of building it again, which I quite like. And I guess we're trying to do that in a lot of the stuff we're doing with Amazon as well, trying to systematize everything. Just like, it's almost faster for us to implement, faster for students to get results. And it's easier for everyone, really. And it almost helps you get predictable results as well. like if you follow like an SOP or a standard operating procedure or steps that are designed to get you a clear outcome, there's a real high chance you'll achieve that outcome. And we've done that with product research. We've done that with starting and growing an Amazon business. We've now done this with this 5-day challenge. And you can do a 5-day challenge for literally selling anything or like helping people do anything in any niche, as long as you've got an audience to offer something to. Like we've got an email list of like 600-700 people now, which we've been growing for the past 6 months or so, a year maybe. And I think next time we run this challenge, we'll probably try and boost that a little bit by putting some money into paid advertising to see if we can get more people into this challenge, which I'm quite excited about. I love all this stuff. I love just like growth and stuff. I think it's cool.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think actually just what I kind of want to touch on there as well, like, and just listen to you talk, is like, as business owners, I think we've leveled up a lot, right? And there's a lot more we have to learn. Like there's piles of stuff we don't know yet, in like business, and I don't want to say entrepreneurship, but just in general, that sort of sphere. But I think as people trying to, grow all these wee brands and business and things like that, we've just become much better. And that is through those systems and through those processes. So that's, I'm pretty chuffed with that as well. And it's just nice to know that, we're doing good. And ultimately that means students people we're helping are having more success. They really are. And nothing cheers us up more or makes us more happy than seeing like testimonials or just people, making their first sale, or people, placing their first order or anything. It's just like, yeah, I'm happy. I've helped those people achieve that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So I think that'll probably bring us to the end of today's little short podcast, little short episode. If you're enjoying this stuff, folks, please just hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, share with a friend, maybe someone that's interested in starting on Amazon. Like I said, the challenge isn't open at the moment, but we're hoping to run this again in the future. We don't have a date, but we will run it again, and it will improve. But if you're interested in becoming part of that, let us know. Reach out. We'll let you know when the next one's on. And yeah, no matter what you're at, just put in the work. Make that 3 weeks, 3 days, and build it as you fall down. Basically, that's what we like to say.
See you next one. Yeah, see you next one, guys.
Take care, folks. Bye now.